teaching you my favorite stretches, and we're going to be putting them all together in a little class. So you're going to be able to follow along and enjoy these stretches if you feel that your body needs to work on their flexibility. Or if you're one of my beautiful yoga teachers out there and your brain is so full of poses and you've run out of ideas for your class, then feel free to grab a few of the moves that I shared today, or even the whole sequence if it lights your fire. So, because we're going to do a little class, get your yoga mat and let's get started. So the very first one we're going to do is your pigeon. So you're going to bring your right knee towards your right wrist and your foot towards your left wrist, and then wiggle this left leg backwards. You can stay on your hands or come down onto your forearms. Or if you're feeling like you want to take it really deep, you can come all the way down with your whole body. I sometimes find that for me, doing little angles are quite cool. So sometimes I'll angle myself over my foot and that'll feel really great. And sometimes I'll do a twist and that'll feel really great. But the idea is just that you hang out in pigeon. And it's one of those poses, I think, that's quite uncomfortable for a lot of people. So if you're one of those people, maybe stick a pillow under your bum or something just to kind of give you a little bit more lift, and breathe deeply. That always helps. Cool. Next pose, place your hands underneath your shoulders and push the floor away. And you're going to keep your right hand in the center of your mat and reach your left hand back. And you want to turn your palm outwards so the thumb is lifted. And instead of having the shoulder rolling in, get the shoulder to roll out. Then you're going to lift your left foot up and you're going to hold onto the foot and you're going to push the foot into the hand. And as you push the foot into the hand, you're going to feel a really great stretch on the front of your chest. I absolutely love this. You can also do it on a wall if you want, but this for me, it just feels so good. All these tight muscles after all the chaturangas we do. This is a great one to practice if you're a yogi. Then you're going to bend the knee, and at the same time, you're going to bring the foot in really, really close. Now, it might feel like that's really, really hard. Just bring it in as far as you can. So you're going to hold onto the foot and bring it towards your bum. And you can also do different things with the heel, like you can roll the heel outwards slightly or inwards, very, very little, but it'll just target different parts of your quadricep. My cat, Mika. Hey, Mika. Okay, let's let go of that one now. Take the foot back behind you. Sink onto your right hip and bring the left leg all the way in front of you. And put the sole of your right foot against your left inner thigh. Then breathe in and sit really tall. Reach your arms all the way up. And as you breathe out, stretch down towards your left foot. And then just bend the elbows and go down. So we've stretched out the hip, we've stretched out the front of the thigh, and now we're stretching out the back of the thigh, the hamstring. And I love this stretch, especially if I work with people that are more on the stiff side, because I find that this is just a lot easier than with both legs forward. It's a lot harder for them. So it just makes it a little easier in their bodies to fold forward and relax and not feel super tight in their hamstrings. Cool, and then we're gonna sit up tall. You're gonna take your right hand behind you onto the mat, point your left toes, and it's like a back bend, but you're actually balancing on the lower leg. So you're gonna lift your hips up and stretch, and always stretching here is all your ribs and your side body. So I would like to imagine there's like a big rope attached to my hip, lifting it up really tall. My arm and my foot are going in the opposite direction. Oh, I love this stretch. It feels so nice. You do this one in the morning, don't you, Mika? Then my last stretch, and this one I'm not going to joke, it is quite painful. Even though I've got a flexible body, this one absolutely kills me. It's the reclining cow face. So you're going to lie down on your back, And you're gonna cross your left knee on top of your right knee, reach down and grab hold of your feet, and you're gonna flex your ankles. Now, if you keep the heels really low to the bum, you're not really gonna feel it. So what I want you guys to do is lift your feet up out to the side and then pull them down. Oh, it's so painful. Oh, it never gets easier, this one. Okay, let go of your feet now. Give yourself a big hug. Wiggle side to side. And let's do the other side. So, rocking up into sitting. Let's take the left leg now across the front of your mat and take the right leg all the way back behind you. And we're going to fold into our pigeon. Now, pigeon is a pose that can make people's knees feel really, really grumpy. So if you're one of those people, then you can always do the figure 4 thread the needle stretch on your back. So you can copy this one with me. If the knees are not liking pigeon, you just lie down on your back and hold on to the bent knee. Kitty pie. Awesome, and then that's the last few counts in your pigeon. Now we're going to hold the back foot. So take your left hand down onto the mat, reach your right palm. Remember, don't have the shoulder rolling inwards, roll it out. And then you're gonna hold onto the foot and you're gonna push the foot into the hand until you feel a stretch on the front of the chest. This one so much. I think it's an important one for anyone to do. If you work at a desk or you do any kind of computer work or if you're on your phone a lot, you have to do this one because it really helps your posture to stay super tall. So we're going to take one more breath here and then we're going to stay in a similar position, but you're going to bend the elbow and the knee loads more, so you're getting a really strong stretch on the front of your thigh. Hello. And this is the quadricep muscle. The front of the thigh is called quadricep. Quad means 4, and there's 4 massive muscles that lie on top of each other. And you can target different ones by just moving the heel in or out. And you might be super tight when the heel is out or super tight when the heel is in. Go to where it feels really tight. He's charming me, he wants me to go outside with him. Right foot now. Sink onto your left hip and bring your right leg forward in front of you. So this time the sole of the left foot is against the right inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, stretch all the way down to the leg. Inhale, lift the chest halfway and exhale down, fold. Targeting your hamstrings, remember those. In yoga we call this Ardha Paschimottanasana. So it's the half, Ardha meaning half. And you're half because you've only got the one leg bent or the one leg straight. Whichever way you choose to look at it. And then let's roll up. Now take your left hand behind you, point your right toes, and this is your rib and your side body stretch. So come into like a mini back bend and stretch everything really, really, really far apart. And then bring your hips down and we're gonna go into cow face. So lie down on your back, cross your right knee over your left knee and flex your ankles. Then reach down, grab hold of your feet and start to pull the feet out towards your shoulders. Now, if you're like if you can't actually hold your feet, you're really struggling, you can just hug your knees in because that will also give you a stretch around your hips. But don't be lazy, if you can hold your feet, grab them. let's rock up into sitting again. Just a couple more stretches and then we're done. So I also find the shoulders, they just need a little bit more attention, especially like I said, if you're at your desk and they're kind of static all day. So grab hold of your left arm and just pull it across your chest so you can feel a stretch running all the way through the deltoid and down a bit of your trapezius, the muscle at the back. And then let's take it to the other side. Sometimes you don't need to do stretches super long, they just have miraculous effects on the body, even if you do them for a short period of time. And then we're going to change arms. You're going to lift this top arm up, bend the elbow, opposite hand holds the elbow, stretches out the tricep. And then let's do the other side. If you feel you need to hold any of these stretches longer, remember the ones that felt like you needed more time, and then definitely hang out a little longer after this video ends. Cool, let's take that arm down. And then finally, I wanted to teach you some neck stretches because I think that they were really useful. So listen carefully, because if you get the angle just right on the head, it's going to be an amazing stretch on these very tight muscles, the ones called the trapezius. They work so hard for you to keep your posture, to keep the neck aligned, and especially if you've got bad posture, they work even harder for you. So let's start off. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder, and you'll feel a stretch more along the neck, but I want you to take it further back. So to get that stretch, turn your nose towards your armpit, literally like you're smelling your armpit, and then use your hand on the same side to hold the back of your head and gently pull, and then feel as if the shoulder is being pushed in the opposite direction. And then we're going to do the other side. So let your left ear relax towards your left shoulder, turn your nose towards your armpit, and then lift your left hand all the way across the back of the head and create a pull. And initially you might get there and think, I don't feel anything. Just have tiny movements of the head until you find your sweet spot. Lift your head up, give yourself a few shoulder rolls, put your hands together, say namaste. Well done everybody, that's all your stretches done. Namaste my beauties, thank you so much for joining me on this class. Remember that stretches are something which does take a bit of perseverance, and it's kind of a bit of a mind game because they're quite painful, and sometimes you're like, why am I doing this to myself? But they do have loads of benefits, and I always think long term, just how my brain works. I always think of the future, and I think, you know what, the stuff that I do now is definitely going to have an influence on my future. So all the, like eating vegetables are maybe not the most funnest things to do, but that's going to help my future. And doing stretches, sometimes I don't feel like doing them, but it's going to help my future. So just have that kind of forward thinking mindset, and I just know it's going to make the present feel a little bit easier. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to join me for future full-length classes where we have like a whole 45 minutes or a whole hour together, then click on the link that's appearing now. It'll take you through to my website, and I've got loads of different classes there, a whole variety of classes that you can choose from. I absolutely love hearing from you, so hit me up on a comment down below. Let me know how you enjoyed these stretches, and if you have any questions in your practice, like how do you do XYZ, so tell me. I will definitely share everything I know. Lots of love to you all. I can't wait to see you again.